Warning if you plan to book a flight online.
People using e-commerce sites like Expedia are falling victim to
A
fraud.
Milwaukee man who bought plane tickets for his family lost thousands of dollars and his trip. Consumer investigator Kristen Byrne has that story.
Our bags still packed. Everything is still packed.
Subbu Al-Kashini wanted to take his 4 kids and wife to his home country of Jordan. His children have never been.
My kids are growing up. They miss their relatives. They never met their cousins.
He says on May 27th, he went online to Expedia.com and booked 6 round-trip flights. The plan was to be in Jordan for most of June.
The ticket was around $5,000, I believe, for everything.
The same day, Subbu Googled Expedia's customer service line, called this 877 number, seeing if his family can be seated together on the plane.
He came back to me and said, okay, unfortunately, we can't do that for you. It's fully booked and we could not play with the seats.
But Subbu says the man on the other end of the line took down his itinerary information and told him he can cancel his flight for him, and that in order to find seats together, Subbu can rebook it for a discounted rate by using Hotels.com gift cards. Expedia owns Hotels.com. The person on the phone told Subbu to purchase the cards within a few hours, saying the seats will fill up fast with other travelers.
But didn't you think, this is a little strange, I have to cancel a flight and buy gift cards? At any point did you think, this seems a little off?
When he told me about gift cards, the first thing came to my mind is they are trying to promote selling or marketing their gift cards.
When this email came, he figured everything was taken care of.
So I received an email for the cancellation and for the refund. So now I had no doubt, they are Expedia.
Al-Kashini is now out $5,500. He bought 11 gift cards at $500 each. When we contacted Expedia, a spokesperson told us, quote, "The case you've described is unfortunately a common scam that occurs with e-commerce companies. It appears that the customer called a fraudulent customer service line, which led him to cancel his current itinerary and purchase the gift cards. And that Expedia never requires payment via gift cards." But the I-team still had more questions.
We wanted to Google customer service for Expedia and see what comes up. That 877 number, that is the exact same number that Subbu says he Googled and he called.
So we called it.
Is this the customer support for Expedia?
The woman on the line told us this was one of the customer service numbers travelers can call. But instead of taking her word for it, we reached out to an Expedia spokesperson once again, asking if that 877 number is legitimate. She confirmed it was. In another email, the spokesperson told us, "Our security and fraud teams are working diligently to determine how this happened and exploring options to prevent future instances of this type of fraud." Our Call for Action director, Karen Stiles, pointed out the cancellation email sent to Subbu seemed suspicious. There's grammar and punctuation mistakes, a red flag for fraud.
A lot of the booking sites can be very reputable and have some great deals.
To protect yourself when booking online, Stiles says consumers using e-commerce sites should make sure everything checks out.
It's always a good idea to make a second call directly to that airline or hotel to make sure that things are legitimate.
Subbu can't afford to buy another 6 flights to Jordan after what happened. At this point, he's afraid to go online, period.
I trust Expedia. I'm dealing with Expedia since many, many years.
And for you, that trust is broken.
Yes. To be honest, yes.
Expedia told us it won't be refunding Subbu the $5,500 he spent on those gift cards. He bought most of them with a debit card. He's contacted his bank hoping it can help. But debit cards do not have the same consumer protection as credit cards do. I'm consumer investigator Kristen Byrne.
Thank you, Kristen.